Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give to the lone running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's...
Breaks into the open. Oh, he dropped it. Bounced right back to them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He'll pull it on the read. Finding an escape route. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Buffalo! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Buffalo, 7, Tulsa, 0.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take a shot. Makes the catch on the right side.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. All right, guys, let's take a big view of Tulsa. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The give is to Williams. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Unloads it left. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The Bulls will punt this one away. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds a little space. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. trying play action. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll give it to the back. He'll try to take it back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give is to Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They think there's room to run to the right here. Running into the open space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
29 Philly.
Handoff to the single back. Shows him the stiff arm. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly complete.
He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Southern Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Hattiesburg for some time. They're up 14 over Marshall. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback may change this route. He lets it fly. Brings it down on the right side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Got room to work. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Keeps looking downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Love. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's loose. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He'll keep it himself. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get the first down. Lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They'll try the right side. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Tulsa will come to the line on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Mano a mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Headed back to the field. The give to the tailback. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for space. It's Birch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Tulsa wasting no time. He wants to change this route. The play-action fake. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
He's brought down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Buffalo, 13.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's open on the right. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Scrambling away. He's going to fire to the left. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points in a safety.
He'll do it himself. Got a little space. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. To the air, it's Dyer. Throws to the tight end. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Zips it out to his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. Goes to the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Tulsa to the line, just a few inches away from converting. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Gets the back moving. Now the play fake. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Shabera. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off play action. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Off and running. Touchdown, Buffalo. Once he got some room, it was over.
All right. Big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
Looking to throw. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7.
All right, this offense now gives themselves a chance, man. The 2-point conversion, 1-possession game. Need some things to go right. Need the defense to step up, get the stop to get the football back.
Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those 1 play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.